Hello there everyone, how's it going? It's City here, and I felt like doing a vlog, but this is going to be a slightly different vlog, as you guys can see right now. For once, I'm not gonna have my bloody face in it, and that has a pretty good reason behind it as well. As some of you guys may know, I acquired a new PC, a new computer recently, very happy with it, by the way. It's tremendously happy with it. But anyway, the case is, I used to do my vlogs on my old laptop, which had an integrated webcam on it. Well, for this computer, it's a desktop, there's no integrated webcam at all whatsoever, so I don't have an external webcam. That's why you're seeing another game in the background while I have this vlog, this discussion. I hope it's not too bad. I mean, I could do a vlog on my other laptop, where you guys would see my face, but honestly, I don't want to. I don't really feel like it, because now that I have this like beast of a computer, I mean, it's good, I guess. Now that I look to my laptop, it kind of makes me cringe, as I don't want to turn it on at all. And to be fair, the quality was really shitty anyway, so I just decided, until I get my new webcam, I'll just roll with it. I'll just put up a game in the background and we'll talk, we'll have a little discussion, some footage for the channel, and things to talk about. I think pretty good format anyways at all. And the game you're actually seeing here on the background is not World of Warcraft curiosity, it's a game called Smite, and the reason why I chose Smite is just because I think World of Warcraft can be a little bit too much distracting on this type of videos where, the focus of this video is the discussion, is, just the rambling and the talkings, and I think World of Warcraft is a little bit too much distracting. There's a lot of things going on, and so I just decided Smite, which is a very much more relaxing game to play, and just to have a little bit discussion on it since I don't have a webcam. And yeah, talking about that, my computer, I still don't think it's complete yet. It still needs something. I still have to acquire some things to call this very good, PC, at least to my eyes. I'm very happy with it. Complete. I still want to get an additional cooler to it, I can get way more coolers on this machine, and I want to get a new one since I only have one actually. And summer days are getting closer and closer, and it tends up to be rather heaty here on Portugal. It ends up to become really hot, so I want to get another cooler for this computer. Then I also want I need actually, it's not a want, I need actually another monitor for it as well. I need a 1080p monitor because the one that I have actually is not, and that explains, and that is why on my videos, the quality, and I'm aware of it, it's not that great, even though I have currently a very good computer, very capable of getting WoW on ultra settings and recording and all of that, but when I upload to YouTube it's not that great, and that's because I don't have a 1080p monitor at all. So when Sony Vegas actually renders that, it strikes a lot on the quality because of that reason. It's not on the optimal resolution, and actually World of Warcraft takes a very large hit on that. It just looks pretty bad when that's not the case. Like, I have Smite running right now on the background, as you can see, and I don't think it looks half as bad just because the resolution is not optimal at all. So World of Warcraft does suffer from that, and being my main game, I need to get another monitor, I need to get a cooler, and of course to make my vlogs I need to get an external webcam as well for this to be a complete thing that I love and want to hug it, even though I want to hug it right now. But yeah, so let's talk about other stuff, let's get on some discussions. Let's talk about live streaming. Live stream, yes or no? Very big yes, and I actually have said this already on the past, and live streaming is actually something that I've been thinking about it pretty much ever since I actually started on YouTube. It's something that I've always wanted to do, and I've said in the past, when I was saying I'm gonna get a new computer and all, I said, when I get this new computer, I'll finally be able to live stream, which is going to be awesome. Yeah, turns out my internet is a bloody potato. Yes, that is the case. My internet pretty much sucks, and I've even, with the new computer, I've tried live streaming multiple times, trust me, and it's pretty much the quality sucks because my computer is a goddamn potato, which is something that you guys of course don't really know. It's a backstage thing, I guess you can call it like that. So yeah, that's something that I actually needed to work on as well to get the build complete, so to say. It's not really on the computer, but it's part of it. It's part of it. So yeah, and that means now that I'm doing the math, which is going to be on April, yeah, on April, due to contract stuff, you know, contracts and all of those bureaucracies, I can only have a new internet on April. So yeah, on April, that's all I'm saying right now. On April I'll be able to get a new internet and I can finally be live streaming, which is something that, man, I want to try it so hard. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I'm very, very nervous about it. Honestly, I'm pretty nervous. It's not that bad nervous type of thing. It's a good nervous where I'm very excited anyways, but not lying. Quite scary because I never done it. I have no idea what's expecting me. I have no idea how it is. I'm sure it'll be really fun, but it's still pretty nervous about it and really excited as well. You know, I don't know how it will be. No, I don't know how it will turn out. I don't know if I'll be able to do a good job. I don't know how many of you guys will actually show up, if you guys are interested. But yeah, very excited. Something that I want to do for a while now. And I'll finally be able to once I get my new internet. Which, in case you haven't heard it already for my 30 times repetition, April. Yeah, April is coming and I think I'll be able to live stream there. Hopefully, some of you guys at least will be excited about it as well. So yeah, and now let's talk about some other things. Let's talk about WoW. Let's talk about WoW and some other games that I've actually been playing and having a lot of fun with. So, World of Warcraft. Right now we're going into a pretty nasty state actually, which is the famous or infamous state of the end of the expansion. Yeah, Warlords of Draenor, everybody already knows about it, it's coming, but for the looks of it, we still have a long way until that coming, and my god, am I excited for Warlords of Draenor, am I excited for it, I just want the bloody thing to come out, I can't wait. I fell in love with the goddamn expansion, everything that has been out, I pretty much like it. I have some concerns about Trial of the Gladiator and a couple of features, but all in all, I'm pretty excited about it, and I really want it to come out. I'm very, very excited about it, god damn it. But I guess it has kind of been delayed, some sort, at least it's not going to release so soon, so we're going into a state where there's going to be an awful lot of the same thing and the same state of the game where there's nothing new, and that really bothers me a little bit. Well, some of you guys might know, actually I think a lot of guys already know, but in case you haven't, a new season is actually coming, so season 15 is on the way to cover up for the delay on Warlords of Draenor, and yeah, that doesn't really help that much. Yeah, okay, we have a new season, but man, it's gonna be the same thing for months and months, and that's pretty awful when you want to create videos, when you're a content creator, because, well, when, you know, at this time in World of Warcraft, the end of expansion, you know, the game just loses attention, the game loses, you know, it's just the same thing. You guys know it, we've seen it on Cataclysm, you guys pretty much know it. The game becomes a lot of the same thing, and it's pretty hard to record World of Warcraft very consistently without, you know, looking repetitive. So yeah, and this comes to another part where I wanted to talk about, which is, I think in this part, you know, until Warlords of Draenor comes out, well, it's not really still in that awful state, you know, we're still in a pretty good month where there's new stuff, well, not really new stuff, but we're still, you know, excited about the game. Actually, I've seen, we still see enormous queues to get on server and so forth, people are still very excited, but in the future months, I'm not so sure about that. So, something I actually want to do, at least until World of Draenor comes out, where we'll go on the state where it's pretty much the same thing over and over, I've been playing in other games and I actually want to bring up some content for the channel now. Don't worry, if you're here for World of Warcraft, don't worry at all, you'll have plenty of World of Warcraft on the way, plenty. What I want to do, although, is, from time to time, get on some other games, maybe do like one every month of each game or something like that. So yeah, anyways, games that I've been actually having fun, and please notice that some of the games that I'll actually mention doesn't mean that necessarily that I'm going to be covering them or that I'm going to be recording content for them, and you'll understand why. But here's some. I've actually been playing a game that is called War of the Vikings, and it's pretty damn fun. And this one I am actually going to record something really soon, and I'll show you guys really soon how the game is. But pretty much War of the Vikings is like Chivalry, yeah. And if in case you don't know what Chivalry is, think Call of Duty with melee weapons. That's pretty much it. It's matches, team deathmatch, and some other modes where there's two teams and you fight each other, but instead of having, guns and pistols, you have axes and you're a freaking Viking. Yeah, it's from the same guys who created War of the Roses, and having played a little bit of War of the Roses, it's so much better. War of the Vikings, it's like an historical thing where you have the Saxons and you have the Vikings, and it's a Call of Duty in melee. Chivalry type of game, pretty fun, and it's actually really fun content as well to record. I think it's one of those golden games to have like one video per month, something like that. Of course, in my case, where I'm mainly a World of Warcraft guy, and I'm very proud to be, and I think I'll be even more prouder when Warlords of Draenor comes out. As a World of Warcraft main channel, this game is like a golden thing to have like a monthly video about it. It's really fun. I think you guys will enjoy it quite a bit, and yeah, it's coming out. I'm pretty sure I'm going to release something with War of the Vikings pretty soon. And some other game that I've been wanting to try out for so long, and I'm actually going to buy it fairly recently. I think I'm going to get the hold of it next week or something, which is DayZ. Yeah, DayZ, man, it's something that I've been wanting like for like a year to try out, but in the past it used to be a mod. Of course, a lot of you guys know DayZ, and it used to be a mod, and I wanted to play DayZ ever since the mod. But the thing is, I didn't really want to pay for a game that I'm not that interested in, which is Arma 2 or something like that, just to play a mod, especially when news were saying that the standalone game was coming. Yeah, I just said, okay, I'm gonna wait. And the standalone is actually out on early access for about 1 month, and I'm going to get the hands of it in probably next week. So yeah, pretty excited. I'm gonna try out DayZ, something that I've wanted for a while. Now, this is a game that, like I said, I don't think I'll be recording or placing content for it at all, because I'm pretty sure you guys know what DayZ is, and it's a pretty slow game. I mean, it's a game that it's very hard to watch. It's very nice to play. I mean, I don't know, I haven't played it, but at least I think it is. It will be pretty freaking awesome to play, but not so much on watching, To make a video on DayZ, that will mean that I would have to record about like 3 hours of gameplay and cut it a lot to make a video, and that's a pain in the ass, because if you don't know, if you're not really familiar with recording, 3 hours of footage is pretty much the meaning of a couple hundred gigs, and yeah, not so fun. It's really a pain in the ass. So DayZ, I don't know, maybe I will give it a try to record something, but I wouldn't count on it. And anyways, if it turns out to be actually pretty good to recording, I guess you guys will have a little bit on that as well. And please, I want to note again, don't worry if you're here for World of Warcraft. World of Warcraft will pretty much always be, or at least until it completely turns into shit, I guess, it will always be the main stuff of this channel. You'll be having a lot of that, and yeah, so yeah, that's pretty much it. Another game that I'm very interested in and actually want to play a lot, it's a free-to-play game that's will come out on open beta on February. It's called The Mighty Quest for Epic Loot, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, The Mighty Quest for Epic Loot. It's a looks pretty goddamn fun. I really want to try it out. I've been waiting for the goddamn open beta, and it's finally announced on late February. And it's pretty much like, the combat is like action RPG, very much like Path of Exile and Diablo stuff. But that's not the focus of the game. The game pretty much is, you have your castle, and everybody has their own castle, and you design your castle to make like a dungeon, right? You place mobs on your castle, you place traps, and you do your dungeon. You place bosses and elites, mobs and all of that, and you go raid other people's castles, and well, your castle will be getting raided quite awful lot too. It's pretty much that. I'm doing a very poor, commenting on the game, but you guys will know. And yeah, anyways, it looks pretty goddamn fun, and I think it's actually pretty golden as well when it comes to content. I think it's a game that has a lot of potential for very funny videos, and not so much in the ordinary way. Not so much like a video of me just raiding a castle or showing off my castle, but there's this feature on the game that's very interesting, by the way, which allows you to replay runs that other people make on your castle. So it allows you to replay and to watch the other guys failing horribly and having a stupid death or whatever, and I think that's golden to make videos. I think that's golden to make some pretty funny videos of guys trying to raid my castle and just dying and failing miserably. That's pretty fun. That is pretty funny. So yeah, Mighty Quest for Epic Loot. Really looking forward to that, and yeah, I'm definitely gonna play that. Hearthstone. Let's freaking play. Let's talk Hearthstone. So I've also been having fun with Hearthstone. It's pretty fun. It's a really good game, actually. For me, it's not so much of a game that you play hardcore, although a lot of people do, and I can't blame them. I used to kind of play it, when it was fresh and stuff. Not so much anymore. I play it more casually. But the thing with Hearthstone is, as much as I enjoyed the game, I don't really want to record much of it. And that is because I get the feeling with Hearthstone that these games, like matches, are pretty relevant. Like the videos, if I would make a video of Hearthstone, it will be pretty relevant, because what can you record in Hearthstone? Matches. And well, you make hundreds of matches per week. You make hundreds of matches weekly, if you just play it casually. Of course, I might be exaggerating, but just one match is pretty relevant. That's the feeling that I get on Hearthstone when I'm recording or when I'm watching a video. The match is pretty relevant, so the content, yeah, it's not that appealing. The only format that I see really good to record Hearthstone is, for example, and I think this is pretty much what I'll do. Imagine that, I build a new deck and I think the deck is really good. I have this new awesome deck that I'm pretty excited about. So, I record the deck, show you guys the deck, some matches on it. Yeah, I think that will be a good video. Another format is arena runs, full arena runs, which does not excite me as much. Not the arena aspect. Actually, arena is what I do the most in Hearthstone, but recording arena, it's, yeah. A good arena run has more than an hour of gameplay, and that means that I have two formats here, which is I either like record, a full arena run including the card picking, which is very important, and just like throw the video like an hour and a half or something video, or I just divide it into parts, which I am not doing. Doesn't matter what, I am not, dividing Hearthstone videos into parts. That is pretty dull and pretty boring. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll experiment it in the future, not so much now. Some arena runs would be interesting videos. But yeah, I mean, casual matches, recording casual matches, I think it's pretty relevant content, and I'm not too interested on it. So yeah, that's pretty much it. This is what I pretty much wanted to talk about on this vlog, Wanted to talk about the live streaming because I guess you guys deserve it. I've been hyping about it for a while and I still can't do it, so I guess you guys deserved it, some explanations that my internet is a goddamn potato. And also, you know, just a little bit talk on the future of the channel and some games, you know, some pretty fun games. Maybe you guys, if you guys don't really know all of these games, maybe you'll actually find something that interests you. And you guys deserve to know, you know, the future of the channel and what I have in mind, because after all, we're in this together. This is a little community and you guys deserve to know these kind of things. So yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to bring up, you know, and I think we're pretty done. I've been talking for a while now and I'm not so sure that anybody's actually listening to me right now, not at all. But anyways, if you are an amazing dude, and I thank you a lot. So yeah guys, thank you so much for all the support. Honestly, this has been changing, as you can see, this has been changing my life pretty damn drastically, you know. I've been very happy dude at this point, recording my videos, having some, you know, you guys, you know, making it thumbs up and stuff. You have no idea the feeling of creating something and actually posting on the internet and having people like it. It's really great. Thank you so much guys. And yeah, that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this rant, this video, this vlog, and if you do, a thumbs up would be pretty appreciated. And yeah guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.